Alright, y'all, back to my channel. One to gossip. A little slight something. Margarita. Pineapple. Alright, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Nike, right? So y'all know all the controversy with Nike and Lil Nas X. So apparently he got the same shoes. And Nike apparently didn't know about it. Now, my opinion at first was Nike didn't know about it because when he came out with it right away, Nike didn't say anything. When all the backlash, a lot of people, even celebrities, some of them coming out saying, okay, now this is drawing the line, or I'm not supporting Nike, blase blase. Then all of a sudden Nike come out and says, you know, we had nothing to do with that. I told this boy, I don't know why he do that. We had nothing to do with that, you know, blase blase. Okay, cool. But for me, I was like, if y'all had nothing to do with that, why didn't y'all came out with the quickness and was like, we had nothing to do with that? Why wait until, you know what I mean? Like, why wait until all this backlash is celebrity? You know what I'm saying? Especially because it's your brand, Nike, and Satan. Like, you know, a lot of people, family people too, are gonna feel some kind of way about that. But anyway, they say that they're suing them, and I'm just like, I'm still gonna wait and see if y'all gonna go fully through with the lawsuit, or excuse me, are y'all just saying that to get people off y'all back? But I mean, and I'm not the only one that felt that way. There's other people and bloggers, one in particular, someone I follow, Love BT, she felt that way too. So I said, I'm gonna just wait. Now, I think it was like yesterday, it's been reported, it says Nike, well today, I think, that's just when I saw it today. It says Nike wins hope to further sales of Lil Nas X Satan shoes. In New York, April 1st, April 1st, a federal judge on Thursday sided with Nike Inc., okay, ordering a Brooklyn company to temporarily stop further sales of Satan shoes. Okay, it produced in collaboration with rapper Lil Nas X. So they want to halt it for now. So all the Lil Nas X fans out there that wanted these Satan shoes, you gonna have to wait, cause they got it on hold, and it looks like y'all won't be getting it. Okay, cause I just don't see how would they win. You know, if they knew nothing about it, they didn't approve it, they just went off and did it. That's their Nike swoosh sign on them shoes. You can't just do that. Okay? So, it looked like for the Lil Nas X fans out there that really wanted those shoes, which I don't care. I like the song. I've already said I like the song. At first, I didn't care for the video. Not for those purposes or the devil, because I watch TV shows with the devil on it and spirits and stuff like that. But, so for me, I didn't care about that. I just didn't care for it. But when I watch it again and again, it grew on me. However, for me, not on a religion, the Bible, just, I think if you give something enough, whether it's good or bad, and you wear it, I don't want to play with that, okay? I just don't want to play with that, and I feel like energy, you know, what you put out, it could come back to you, and I just feel like the name Satan, all that stuff wrapped around that is a lot of negative, bad energy. For me, I don't care to play with something like that. Nothing with bad energy. I don't care if it's a serial killer that warned something for 10 years. I don't want nothing to do with that. It's just bad energy. You know what I mean? So for me, that's just how I see it. But just know it don't seem like y'all gonna be wearing the shoes either. So for the ones who say it's not a big deal, blah blah, it looks like it's not gonna go in Lil Nas X way. That's what it looks like. But anyway, so that's all I want to touch on to that. Now, there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and that's that Sweetie and Quavo situation. Okay, so y'all know Sweetie and Quavo, they broke up. She came out and insinuate some things, how she tired and putting up with him, I guess, cheating and blase blase. And he just said something about, oh, you want the attention, I'll give it what you want. I didn't think you were the girl, I thought you were blase blase. And she just said, take care. She retweeted what he said and just put, take care. 2 words, take care. So, fast forward, no fast forward, too forward. Sweetie, well, not Sweetie, a video of Sweetie and Quavo in the elevator. Now, I'm on Instagram minding my black ass business. Okay? It's just another day for me. I'm minding my business. And I go on Instagram. And I saw someone put up the video of the elevator. Now, what I saw, the first one that I saw was where Quavo just grabs her and slungs her in the elevator, and they're scuffling over an orange box. At the time, I didn't know what it was. Boom. So he separates her from the orange box, and it was pretty much whatever, and she just sat there on the ground. He didn't help her up or anything, and then she slowly got up and then walked out. She looked like she limped a little bit and then walked out, and that was that. But then I'm scrolling, and someone I follow on Instagram, Lovely T, she says pretty much like, it's funny how these websites and stuff like that, it looked like it's showing pretty much the edited version where he just slings her in there. So it's like, well, that's all we see. Well, there's more. If you look at the unedited version, it looked like she swung on him, right? She swings on him first, and then he grabs her arm, and they're tussling, and he slings her in the elevator and trying to get this orange item, this big orange box item or whatever. So he slungs her in there after she swung on him first, slings her in the elevator, brings her down, and separates and grabbed the item that he wanted, which was this orange box or whatever, in like a black bag or whatever. But he was more concerned about the orange box. Now we know it's actually a video game. I think is it an Xbox or something? But it's a console, and it comes in that box. That's been confirmed from other sources. And yeah, I saw the image on the internet. It's a video game, and they're expensive. So that's what they were fighting for. Now, I think it's funny that when they broke up, she was kind of doing the most a little bit online. Like, you could tell she wanted to make a spectacle out of it, but he didn't. She was getting a lot of backlash. You know, of course, some people were saying like, oh, well, you know, these men cheat, blah, blah, blah. Even though I haven't really heard of anything about him cheating and whatnot. Now, I could take a guess and go, you're a young man, I'm pretty sure you be hunching around. I could take a guess and say that, but to be fair, I never heard anything or whatever, so I didn't hear any thoughts coming out. I didn't hear him say anything, so I don't know. But that's what she kind of insinuated. But it made her look kind of, I don't say bad, but like, I mean, if he's kind of quiet and ain't saying nothing, she doing the most, what does that look like, you know? So I think she didn't get the type of attention she probably was looking for. In my opinion, I think it's funny how soon as this situation, they break up now, she got a project coming out that she's working on, and he does, okay? So boom, now this elevator situation thing dropped. So upon further investigation and doing my homework, I find out that elevator, that place, it's her place, apartment. It's not his place. It's hers. They weren't just coming out of somewhere. It's hers. Okay? So they coming out the elevator. They going coming out of her place. So one would say, okay, well, if that's your place and it looked like he's leaving with luggage, why would you be following this man around? Okay? Why would you be doing it? It doesn't make any sense. Unless something went down, I don't know if it had something to do with that show that she was on, God, what is that man name? That's why I wish I had that laptop thing with me. Um, y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all follow the story. I forgot the guy name, but he asked her a certain question, and her ex, Diddy's son, was there. So I don't know if it has something to do with that or another situation, but I can tell you this: you can kind of put two and two together. If they're at her place, right, and he's leaving with some luggages in the item video game, but she's following behind him. Why are you in the house, in your apartment? Lay in the bed, go watch TV, catch up on your soap operas. That's still on the air. So why are you following this man? You know how women can get. If they don't want the man to leave, whether it's they still got something to say or she still wants him and we can talk it out, they tend to follow you, grab on you, sometimes even get violent and hit on you. Right? We don't know what happened down the hallway. We don't know what happened up in the room leading down to the elevator. We don't know. But when that door opened and that camera was on, we saw her smile on him. And they're tussling over an item. The orange box, which is a expensive video game. Okay? So we not, and people are now saying, oh, it's like split almost. I think a lot of people are saying like, oh, that situation ain't really nothing. Like that's not really, you know, that it ain't that big of a deal. Like we seen Tyler's put up on fighting that. It's whatever. Like clearly the guy is just trying to get something. Even before the full video came out, I felt myself like, okay, big deal. Like he's trying to get something out of her hand, but that belongs to him, and he's trying to get away from a situation. It ain't that big of a deal. Like I do think that people take it overboard when they say you can never hit a woman. No, I don't believe in cracking their skull and acting a doggone fool. However, if something is yours and someone's taking your property, you can struggle it and get it out the hand. It ain't that big of a deal. Like we not finna sit here and make this into a Chris Brown Rihanna situation. That's not it. That's overkill. Okay? This is just someone trying to retrieve their item. And he didn't even know the camera was there at first. And he was calm. He let her sit there on the floor. If he wanted to do more and attack her, he could have done that. He allowed her to sit there. And then he looked up and saw the camera. And turned back around. So now. Okay, so today we'll find out the saweetie and quavo elevator situation could be considered an instance of domestic violence where both parties are in the wrong. The cops wants to determine what happened before and after the elevator surveillance footage was captured. That's breaking today. So that's what's out there now. So what I believe is that saweetie team, because it happened at her apartment, retrieved that surveillance. Okay? And they leaked it. I believe that. That's alleged. And there's some sources out there saying that. Alleged that her team released the surveillance to make him look bad. Okay? And I don't know if they paid some of these bloggers out there to make him look bad by editing it out. But we got the truth anyway. But still, I think that's what happened. Okay? And I think that it's now backfiring. Because now the officers, I don't think they don't clearly need their permission to go forward with this case, press charges or whatever. It's out there. It's a big story. People are talking about it. Apparently, they reviewed it, and now they want to have a conversation with both parties separately regarding what happened before and during the elevator stuff. Like what happened, what took place before we saw what on camera. Because clearly, on his walk going to elevator trying to leave, you know something happened. The door didn't just open, she just swung on him. Something happened. Something happened, you know? It's more to it. But, yeah, that's what happened. And it looked like it's kind of backfiring on saweetie's team, allegedly, because that's what I think. I don't think it's a quinky-dinky. I mean, how long this recording of what do you call it? The surveillance, I think it was like almost a year now, 6 months to a year. So why drop now? Y'all breaking up and you doing stuff on social media and you ended with take care, thinking you gonna look like you leaving with grace and all of that. And it's like, nah, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got the support you wanted, and now all of a sudden this elevator situation dropped. I'm just not buying it. I see right through the nonsense. I'm not buying it. It doesn't take away from what happened in the elevator or prior. Now I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know if she's gonna come out and say there were other things that happened in the relationship. I don't know because she did say I think she referenced to cheating when she first broke it off with him that the public knew. She said something about I had to endure a lot. So what else does that mean? Are you what does it mean? But at the end of the day, if they plotting, if I feel like they've been plotting and scheming all along and going to release the Kraken, which was this elevator a video, then who's to say that you just not plotting and scheming and trying to use this as a way to elevate your career? In my opinion, it just doesn't. It doesn't look good. I'm all for a woman and anyone, woman or man, using their voice. And if you want to share something or your experience and it was something bad, you can do that. But I do feel like knowing how celebrities are, knowing when they got something to sell, knowing how they use situations to try to gain more fire for their stardom, to keep it burning, to give them that extra You know what I mean? Sometimes they use situations that are bad and they capitalize off of it. Sometimes they embellish. They tell lies. They're dramatic about it to make it seem just to pull people in more to care about what they got going on. So when they sell you something, chances are high that they will buy it or support it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This situation is iffy to me. It still took place. Um, I'm willing to bet that their relationship probably was toxic. In anyway, it could be a neutral thing, back and forth. Um, they done and over with, I guess. None of them have yet to come out. I just checked before I got on here on any of these social media, and none of them have came out and said anything. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what they're doing. Nothing is happening though. Nothing's nothing's going on. But I'll be happy to fill y'all in though. That's all I got. That's all I know for the day. NBA young boy, ain't really much to say on that other than because y'all know he got arrested, blase blase. Old news. However, I thought I would have been able to do an update today. Today is what, Thursday? And he's still in lockup. Last I heard. I thought on the weekend something was said about he did a $540 something thousand bond and put up two houses, two homes. That's what I heard. And he was coming out this month, the Monday that just passed. Monday, excuse me, Tuesday, Wednesday, now it's Thursday, and it looked like he's still in there. I heard that a New Orleans judge, pineapple Mars gonna use to drink good. I heard that a judge from New Orleans wanted to put a halt on it, basically saying no, we don't want you to get free. I don't care if you bonding. No, no, because you a runner. You a runner. You see 5-0 coming. Y'all see that dog had to snuff his tail out. You a runner. So we want you to stay in there. We don't give you more than enough chances. You stay in jail, prison, whatever it is. You stay in there. So no, we want you to stay in there. We don't care what you bailing. We don't care how much money you got. We don't care how much house you got. We want you to stay in there. So that's look like what going for. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know. But it looked like that he's staying in there. That's all I got though. That's all that's going on right now. Feel free in the comment sections to have your opinions and your view on the situation. But that's just bringing you the news. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it. I'll keep you guys more informed. That's all I got today. Want to gossip? 1, 2, 3. I'm out. Bye.